Hey everybody. So yes, I know it's been 8 months since my last video, which is actually just to apologize that I haven't posted in about a year, 8 months ago. So now it's 18 months since my last YouTube video. But probably not a big deal because those of you who probably care, we would be friends on Facebook, and you will see my Facebook update that I have been racing and have been sharing my updates there. I just haven't been doing it on YouTube because just the production, making the video, just making it look cohesive, which is what I'm doing now. It's just a lot more work, and then just kind of doesn't fit into my lifestyle what I had anticipated. Anyway, I'm doing this just to as forward to what you're gonna see in the rest of the video. That's something that happened late 2019, and I'm doing this so when I reference times in that video, it's not this week, middle of February. It's actually sometime late 2019. I'm trying this format out where I'm actually doing Facebook Live during the race events, so I don't have to procrastinate and come back home and do production. So the quality is going to be a little lower, looks more ad hoc, but kind of I think having something out there fast is better than coming home and doing some, spending crazy amount of time in iMovie or DaVinci, which and I'm not doing anyway, like obviously. So what I'm doing now is basically on YouTube, cutting together all the Facebook Live that I do live at the race event, and now I'm just kind of doing it forward, so it kind of ties everything together as a YouTube video. It makes sense for people watching it. So hopefully I have a couple more time. Now, February season about to start. Hopefully, I have a couple more free weekends coming up before the season starts to catch up on some more video that happened last year. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. And of course, I just want to add, give me some feedback on YouTube or at Facebook, how, if you like the format I'm doing, if it's too much to watch, leave some comment, or just, things maybe you're curious about, you want me to do more or do less. So anyway, this video is kind of my thoughts on the weekend at Davis that happened late last year. The entire onboard, which is, a 20-minute, 20-some lap race, it's closer to half an hour. Definitely, I'm gonna upload it in a different video linked. So this entire, you don't have to. Those who are interested, you can watch the onboard. Those who are interested in my thoughts, you can watch this video. I'll talk to you soon. Hi everybody. This weekend I am at the Davis Blue Max Karting track. I understand that it is the last race of this particular club. And it's pretty fun. I'm starting out live now so late. Let me get out of the sun here. Starting out live now so late because we're coming here. This is a track I've been to before, but we're running it in a reversed configuration. That just means running it backward. Something that you don't typically see in car racing. On kart racing, go-kart racing, it's people are a little more casual. And then because of that, I want to maximize my whole day today, and then kind of getting to know my teammate a little more, making sure I got enough laps in. I think I turned probably almost 100 laps today, especially the last session, the entire 32 laps. At lap 10, I was thinking, let me do the entire race distance, which is 20. By the time I got to 20, I feel pretty good. So let me do 5 more, then 5 more, then 32. Finally, my arm felt like it was gonna fall off. So that's what I kind of put in. So again, Isaac, I'm still keeping fit, but thank you again. And Travis, my trainer at work at Walmart, thank you again. That all the fitness training are working out well. But I want to show everybody. This is why I love about racing in amateur. So now, what time is it now? It's 6:10, and track had officially closed. The the race pavement has officially closed, but the track everybody's still here. You can see behind me everything's all tidied up. But let me flip the camera around. There's a barbecue and potluck going on. You know, everybody from there's not really teams. It's just everybody's own trailer. You know, teams are more associated as if you're coming in with a particular shop that's providing you maintenance. But anyway, everybody's here enjoying. I understood it because it's the last race of the year. There's a nice potluck going. That thing smells very good. Even better, there are free dogs roaming everywhere. That's fantastic. This is what we all want at a racetrack. Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Good. Hi. Thank you. So, yeah, it's really fun. It's too bad my family isn't here. I guess the other kind of racing I've been doing is, you go in the middle of nowhere. After the track is done, you're in the middle of nowhere again. But this is like a camping feel after, right? There's all I think that's potato going down. So yeah, that's really, really fun. Kind of really wish, definitely I want to bring more people out here enjoying with me. Kumi, if you're watching, yeah, let's come out next time. Hopefully it's like this. If it's not like this, I think at the very minimum we can kind of have a bro evening ourselves. I haven't talked in a long time, so I'll keep you guys posted for tomorrow. Tonight, if I get a chance, I'll post some videos. I had some GoPro malfunctions today, so I don't think I got too much video, but I'll try to post something tonight. Okay, talk to everybody later. Hey, so here we are. Today is the race day of the last race of the Blue Max Karting Club here in Davis. We just finished the first morning practice where we put on new tires, we scrub them in, clear out the oil on the top layer of the tires, and kind of yesterday we were out there for a long time, but not everybody who was racing showed up for the practice. But today everybody's here, and this is the first time. The first session you kind of get to see your results from all the hard work from yesterday, because now we're also first time putting on transponder, which is a yellow blocks you put in the back of the cart for timing, and everybody can share. And there's an app out there you can actually see everybody's times. So very, very confident. I'm actually second in my class. I'll share the time results in this post. Very, very happy. Yeah, and all the hard work yesterday, up and down from yesterday, kind of really, really paid off. Especially that last 32 lap session, kind of really polish off, really truly understand the finesse and the granularity of the track. Of course, by no means perfect. I'm still very new to this track. This is my first race here, and the second day on running it counterclockwise. Very, very happy. Yeah. So in the first session went very well. I was actually stuck behind 2%. I was quite a bit slower. So I kind of just took my time, scrubbed the tire in, not getting in any trouble. Don't pull a stupid thing like I did yesterday. First 4 laps and crash into a wall. So again, learning more how to manage the entire race weekend, manage my emotions, manage my psyche. So that went really well. Second, by a ways from the first. He's a champion from this class for years back. But of course, I was held up. So I got a couple more. I got almost a half second to go faster. So I'm pretty confident. The strategy for the race is going to be quite difficult because even though the first place and I are doing good, we're actually starting in the same race as the people in the same engine, but running a lighter go-kart. They're younger kids, so they have lighter go-kart. They're supposed to be faster, but actually we would have qualified like probably 4th and 5th in their class. So in the race, we might actually catch up to the end of the group in front of us, which is a different category. and that's going to be quite difficult. This track is very, very difficult to pass. There's long straightaway, but this kind of kart is not a horsepower. And there's almost no drafting. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to get ahead. I think we just probably need to get ahead one person from the group, from the category ahead of us. Then we're pretty safe from, you know, our other competitors within our same group behind us, behind me. So I think, yeah, so I say 2 of us, first place, second place. If we can just get into the traffic of the group ahead of us, then we should have a very healthy gap. Because I think people behind me are quite a bit slower, and then probably wouldn't be able to even try to pass. I mean, terminology is, my class is called the Masters, the lighter class is called Seniors. So the rest of the people in the Masters class probably wouldn't be able to punch into the senior class at all. So very, very excited. I'm pretty confident. Try to get on the podium today, or stay on the podium today. That's where I am right now. I think I got a half a second more to gain because I was quite held up in the first practice, but that's fine. I'm just scrubbing the tires and getting into rhythm. Qualifying's next. I'll keep you guys posted. Hey everybody, catching everybody up a little bit. It's tough to do a session by session live video because it's a smaller race today, so the pace is going pretty fast. I think everybody just want to go home before 2 o'clock. So I qualified. What did I end up qualifying? I ended up qualifying 3rd. I don't know why I qualified 3rd. Oh, right. I had some debris in the clutch, and there was like a 4-lap qualifying, so I wasn't able to heat up my tires enough. The last lap was the fastest, but you know, just not enough left to get into the rhythm. Again, probably still need to keep working on going to rhythm quickly, but just there weren't enough laps to warm up the tires. And the race started out very well. Started 3rd, actually alongside the first place into turn 1, but turn 1 just a kink. The real turns 2nd and 3rd. Didn't want to make it too big of a fuss out of it, but I actually slot into 2nd after the first hairpin, and I stayed there almost the entire 12-lap race. Had a couple good passes, battle with the 3rd place person. He'll pass me, but I just crisscross over, get him. That's pretty comfortable. But you know what just I'm kind of, you know, making me speechless right now is it's 3 corners until the checker flag. Like I said, you know, our group, even though we started, you know, a good probably half a second or a second behind the group in front, we were catching them, and by the time, you know, 3 corners to go to the checker flag for me, I started, you know, seeing the last place of the group in front, and I don't know, maybe he had a mechanical, I don't know why, he basically just going really, really slowly, like he was like on his, you know, in lap into the pit lane, right in the middle of the road. 3 corners to go to the checker flag, and I had 3rd place. I've been battling all throughout the race right behind me. You know, I had to make a call. I just, you know, you try to pass him, you don't, and maybe I'll get past, and you know, I didn't want to slow down because I'm going to lose 2nd. So, you know, he was going quite slow, so I dove down the inside. It was really, really dusty here on this track offline. Unfortunately, slid offline and lost 2nd at the last corner. So finished 3rd. But it was fun, a good fun battle, but I am still steaming, like, you know, it's quite dangerous. You know, you're parking your car in the middle of the road, and people are coming behind you really, really fast. It was quite dangerous. Kind of threw a curveball in my race. Everybody's telling me the upside is I start 3rd again, which is I've discovered is actually the best place to start other than pole position, considering the first couple corners. So I'm going to start where I am. I had started in the first place. It's pretty difficult to pass as this track, so we're going to have to be very aggressive at the first couple laps or first couple corners. But I'm sure everybody's thinking the same thing. So it's going to be quite intimidating and quite frustrating potentially for everybody as this next 16 lap main. But I'm a decent amount faster than the third place guy. That's who would eventually finishing in front of me. Yeah, I'm gonna catch him. I think I'm probably gonna take my time and catch him. There's one place to pass. I think I know where it is. Just need to make it work. I'm just gonna need to fall very, very close to him before the braking zone. And I'll post the onboard video soon. As soon as I get home. Pete, yeah, you're right. I think I need to work on the corner entry just a bit more. You know, that rotation. Being maybe a little more patient, or I think going on the longer way around a little bit on some of the hairpin corners. So yeah, I'll keep you everybody posted. Hey everybody, here sitting in my car at work in the parking lot, just catching everybody on the conclusion of the race from at Davis. I mean, yes, it's 10 days ago. So note to self, next time after a race, I always do a wrap-up video on the drive home, or else you'll never do it. So the race, or just trying to remember what happened. But anyway, in short, another third place. So pretty happy about this now. Thinking back on that drive home, had mixed feelings about getting third. Of course, in the heat of moment, you always wonder why you didn't get first, why you didn't get second, why third. But now I have 10 days to calm down. It's great. Another podium, much better than if you guys recall the podium I got, I think earlier in the year. That was my first podium back in karting, but it was third in a group of 3 people. But no, now seriously, third, I think there were like these 5-6 other karts behind us, so this is a pretty competitive third. Especially, I will post a screenshot of the results. We qualified third, but right in the middle of the lighter group that's in front of us. So it's a very competitive third. I'm very happy now thinking back, but kind of just trying to recap how the main 20 lap race went, or 16 lap race went. The reason I didn't felt very happy and didn't want to do a video on the drive home is, that race left a better taste in my mouth. As a recap, at the first heat race, I had second place covered until 3 corners to the checker flag. Someone in front of us decided, I don't know, maybe he had a mechanic or something. He just parked the cart right in the middle of the road, and I had third place right behind my bumper. That puts me in a very difficult position. You know what to do. You don't want to slow down, because then you get passed right away and you lose third. You lose second. So I decided, try to go down and inside past this slow-going cart, but it was just so dusty. That means I slid off the racing line. Lost second anyway. 2 corners to the checker flag. So that was pretty painful. And so during the main race, it had this this chip on your shoulder. You feel like you want to get it back. You want to get second place back. You had it. Yeah, you want to get second place back. But I never had this feeling before. And even in my when I was younger days racing, I never had this feeling before. It was kind of weird. On the start of the grid, I wasn't very aggressive, and I knew I wasn't going to be aggressive before the checker flag, before the green flag dropped on the rolling start. I drove alongside the second place
I drove alongside the first place, but the second place was alongside the first place on the other side, and basically we were three wide in the corner, and I I could have stood my ground. Obviously, retroactively, you know, you never know what's going to happen. All three of us, or just me off the road, or it could be I take the lead and everybody else off the road. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. But somehow had this feeling I knew I was going to kind of get up there, but I had knew before the green flag that I wasn't going to be aggressive. I don't know what slipped in my mind um, just after the first heat race. Or somehow I, the complacent isn't the right word. Of course, you want to win. I do. If you ask me, yes, of course, I'm pushing. I'm pushing. But you know, in the first couple laps where I was catching the second place up because I ended up back in third after the first series of corners. I started catching the second place. You know, made some challenges, drove alongside him a couple times. You'll see in the onboard. But there was some strange feeling inside the helmet that I wasn't. I think the probably the most right way to put it is the nice way to put it is I'm really struggling for words here. The right way to put it, I wasn't gonna be stupid for to get that position. Um, but maybe a more critical way to put it is perhaps I wasn't willing to do anything to get second place. Um, and on no extreme portion, if if my boss was some cynical Formula One team boss like Flavio Briatore will complain that I wasn't committed or I was complacent to be third or something. I don't think it's that extreme, but just somewhere in the middle, just somewhere in the helmet. I was thought like, let's stay here. Let's not be too aggressive, and we'll pass them just with raw speed. It made me in the middle of the race or something. It was just, and then what really in the end wrapping back, what made me unhappy was that ended up not happening. For some reason, I was faster than that person all weekend, the person who's in second now. But I couldn't make up ground after the first failed pass. Um, and now thinking back, getting out the helmet, you know, after the race, realized what I was doing is I wanted to pass him maybe so much that I was mimicking his driving, which is kind of now in hindsight, why would I want to do that? I'm faster than him. Why would I want to follow him follow his line or follow his driving, even though that's his home track? It just made no sense at all. But I don't know why I was doing it inside the helmet. I'm going, okay, I'm gonna try to catch him, so I'm gonna go on the same line, and then I'm gonna break, you know, 20 centimeter later, or something like that. It just make no sense. It would now thinking about it, it would make no sense. I should have just gone on my program, drive the way I've been driving the last 2 days, and I would just be right on his bumper again. But that's not how it turned out. I just decided to kind of let his rhythm pollute my rhythm, and it just started making mistakes, and it was just harder to catch up, and it was just ended up finishing the race, a good second behind him, which is just kind of just weird. Why how did somebody that was behind me in all practice just edge me out in qualifying by about 100th, and was behind me in the heat race, just finished a second up the road in front of me. I that kind of what I made me kind of upset after the race, and didn't feel like third place is something I wanted to celebrate. But anyway, but thinking back, I'm actually kind of glad, right? I'm finally arriving, getting back into racing, arriving at a level or kind of in a competitive or people against people around me that, I had to dig not just driving technique, but even race management, racecraft, managing the whole race weekend to actually win or have a good result. So this is, I think not only I'm trying to catch up to my, my younger days, where I was in my younger days, for sure, physically probably still not there, but in terms of, what's inside here, what I need to work on, I'm back where it was, and these are exact things that I need to work on when I was younger. So it's I could see, the next couple races is gonna be quite a lot more fun. So anyway, yep. So now I'm satisfied that, I'm happy, finally being competitive again. I was kind of strange feeling. You're walking around the pit lane. You have people that, I didn't think were friends. I just people I saw at races coming up to me and said, that congratulated me that I had upped my game. I'm surprised people kept track of, what I've been. Oh, okay, whatever. Thanks. So, but even, within my own team, within my own under my own our own, I guess, own team shots garage, a tent. Uh, I'm feeling more relaxed. I'm feeling more relaxed with people I've been talking to. So, definitely, it's going to be a lot more fun as we go on. So I'm gonna go back to the office now. I'm gonna extract the onboard for the main race, and I'm gonna attach it. I'm not gonna put it back behind this video because nobody want to watch a 30 half an hour video. This is already running 10 minutes, so I'll put it on a separate video, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Talk to you guys soon.